Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode here on WWE 2k23. It's been a little over a week since we've had a Universe Mode episode. I've been listening to you guys' feedback and I do think I am going to continue this Universe Mode series despite being so far behind. I just love the storylines I've created and so on and so forth. So if you're excited for it, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more wrestling content. A lot of good stuff is going to be coming to the channel soon. I can't wait to share it with you guys. But big episode tonight. Let's get into the match card. Drew Gulak will face off against Chad Gable to start. Then we'll see Xavier Woods take on Humberto of the new Legado del Fantasma. Elias will take on Omos. Lacey Evans versus Doudrop after she abandoned her partner last week. Finn Balor will take on Dominic Mysterio one-on-one action. Liv Morgan takes on Ronda Rousey. Then our main event, a huge heavyweight clash. Bobby Lashley finally squares off with Braun Strowman. Chad Gable gets the win over Drew Gulak. Xavier Woods gets another victory over Humberto. Omos beats Elias. And Lacey Evans gets the win ahead of her clash for the Raw Women's Championship. And now it's time for Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. It's time for our first featured match of the evening. And here come the Judgment Day, who have been all over the place in recent weeks. They've set their sights on both the Street Profits and the Mysterios, which has led to there being a triple threat tornado tag Extreme Rules match at the Extreme Rules PLE for the Raw Tag Team Championships. So speaking of Extreme Rules, that'll be coming to you guys premiering here on the channel. Our first WWE 2k23 premiere. It's been a long time coming. It'll be this Saturday, as this is the final week of build towards that show. It'll all be this week before our first PLE, so you don't want to miss that. Make sure you are subscribed. I know I've said that already, so you don't miss out on that show. But Finn Balor has made his way to the ring, and now he's going to go against one half of the Mysterios. It is the younger one, Dominic Mysterio, who is being accompanied to the ring by his father, the current United States Champion Rey Mysterio. As here is Dominic, the young kid who's got a very bright future ahead of him, taken to his father as he gets ready to make his way to the ring. As these two teams will be a part of that championship clash. The Street Profits are also involved. We've seen just kind of a three-way triangle between them, so it only made sense to make the match official for the PLE. As Dominic Mysterio gets one more chance to sharpen his skills. Only made his debut here in the WWE just over 2 years ago, but how quickly has he adapted to the squared circle? As we get ready, he's made his way inside the ring. Let's make our first feature match of the night here official. It is one-on-one Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. As the leader of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor faces off against Dominic Mysterio, who starts quickly with a nice clothesline and a standing moonsaults for good measure. Well, this whole triangle between the Judgment Day, the Mysterios, and the Street Profits, your current Raw Tag Team Champions, kind of started out with these two. It was on the Raw after Clash at the Castle, our season premiere, where Finn Balor approached Dominic backstage about maybe a potential joining with the Judgment Day, and Dominic Mysterio turned it down, and ever since then, well, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, they have not taken too kindly to that, as they have targeted the Mysterios, and the Street Profits got caught in the crossfire, and they actually own a disqualification victory over the Raw Tag Team Champions, which is why the Judgment Day are involved in that contest. So it all started with these two, so it all makes sense that before the pay-per-view they go one-on-one, as there's a nice sling blade there by Finn Balor, who's had a pretty impressive 2022 to say the least. Former United States Champion took over the Judgment Day from Edge, as then just is kind of trying to set his sights on a Raw Tag Team Championship gold. However, Rey Mysterio is United States Champion, so I think maybe if Finn Balor had the opportunity, he would like to get another crack at that title. As right now, he definitely has the advantage over Dominic Mysterio. He gets dumped all the way to the outside. This is not where you want to be if you're Dominic. As you can see, there's the Punisher, Damian Priest on the outside. It doesn't seem like they're going to go after each other. Finn Balor will just make his way outside the ring, look to meet Dominic, who's actually going to turn around and throw Finn right back inside the ring. So Dominic Mysterio trying to get an upper hand, trying to get back in this contest here, but Finn Balor cuts him off as he gets inside the ring. Snapmare, going to hit the ropes again, going to line him up for that basement drop kick to the side of the skull. This one's been all Balor in the early going. Another sling blade. Just a veteran one step ahead. Now going to go for a cover here. Mysterio's boots close to the ropes, but he won't need it. Kicks out at 2. I'm talking about Dominic Mysterio just being so young, so new to the sport. I mean, made his debut at SummerSlam of 2020 against Seth freaking Rollins. So, doesn't get much harder than that in your first official match. But Dominic has made great strides. Former SmackDown Tag Team Champion, the first ever father-son tag team duo to win gold. So, Dominic Mysterio has definitely made a name for himself. Somebody you can't take lightly. And Finn Balor is not trying to do that as he's trying to lock in a figure 4 submission here on Dominic. Just stretch away at those lower legs. If you take away the legs of Dominic, you take away that 619. And now both competitors back to their feet. Mysterio gets a hold of Balor, throws him up against the ropes, duck under, leapfrog over. A lot of momentum here, and a nice Spanish fly hip toss, it looked like, by Dominic. And that could be the move that gets him back in this matchup. A nice sit-out spine buster will help into the cover here. Balor could be in a lot of trouble for the first time in this matchup, but only a 1 kept by Dominic. He's going to need a little bit more offense if he wants to get the victory here tonight. This will certainly help, just stomping away at the chest of the Prince. And now the tide has turned in this contest. Dominic Mysterio is now in control, just retching away on Finn Balor. I have to wonder if that offer is still on the table, as Finn Balor did once extend the hand to Dominic. Well, what if Dominic were to actually join the Judgment Day? Who would think, what would happen if Dominic joined the Finn Balor? I had to say, I have no idea what would happen if Mysterio was a part of the Judgment Day. Wink, wink. But nice elbow miss there by Balor. Nice move out the way by Dominic, and then takes him down. Nice body scissors there. That's the speed that Dominic possesses. He's going to throw Finn Balor against the far turnbuckle. A nice back elbow for good measure. And now Dominic could be rallying here late. As Finn in the corner pulls him out. Now working away on that right arm. Damian Priest still watching away on ringside. Rey Mysterio is out here as well. You have to think the Street Profits are probably in the back watching. This is not necessarily a tag team contest, but these are 2 of the 6 competitors that will be involved in that triple threat Tornado Tag Extreme Rules match. And Dominic, nice clothesline there. This could be a little bit of momentum here, starting to build that comeback double clothesline now. Catches the boot, takes out the legs of Finn, and now Dominic is starting to feel it. Starting to get rolling here. He's going to get Finn back to his feet. The Irish whip him up over the ropes. Then this time Finn Balor goes down to the floor. He crashes and burns. And now Dominic is the one holding serve in the ring, but he's actually not going to wait. He's going to go to the outside. He'll have to continue this momentum, but Balor cuts him off. Kick to the midsection. A nice all forearm shot across the face. And now Finn just talking a little bit of trash, saying maybe Dominic, you should have joined us in the Judgment Day. Kick to the back there. He's going to get him back to his feet. Finn looks to get Mysterio back inside the ropes. And now he's going to climb to the top rope. That's not where you want to be if you're Dominic. Finn Balor is dangerous up on that top rope, and he's going to hit an elbow to the back of the spine. And now look to shoot the half. Goes for the cover here. Dominic could be in a lot of trouble here, but only gets a 1 count. Quickly shoots that right shoulder up and having to pull himself up now. Dominic's still got a lot of fight left in him. Gets sent across the ropes there. They clash in the center of the ring. Priest actually throws a chair inside the ring. This is not no disqualification, but there's a 1916. It doesn't look like Balor might not need the chair. His 1916s usually followed up by something else. But wait a second, small package here. A little bit of possum. Dominic could steal a victory here. No. Almost tried to get Finn as he was going for that turnbuckle. A nice kick to the midsection here. Balor's going to hit the ropes. What's he have in mind here? There's a basement drop kick. And now Dominic could be in a lot of trouble. Balor's now going to go up to that top rope. Not going to get caught out this time. He's going to look for it. The coup de grace right to the heart of Dominic Mysterio. We count 2. And that's going to be all she wrote. Finn Balor is victorious here tonight. But Dominic Mysterio definitely brought the fight in a tough encounter. But it was the coup de grace that did it. And hold on a second. Shake of hands afterwards. But wait a second. On the outside. Well, that's going on inside the ring. Damian Priest with a suplex on Rey Mysterio. The distraction allows the Punisher to take advantage at ringside, and this is what we're having to expect at Extreme Rules. Everybody will be legal, and it'll be weapons allowed. And speaking of weapons, Priest goes back to that steel chair we saw earlier and crushes Mysterio across the skull. Down goes Rey, now inside the ring. Damian Priest and Finn Balor get to celebrate. But here come the Raw Tag Team Champions. Those are Raw Tag Team title belts, by the way. I don't know why it's the WWE title belts, but the Street Profits get the last laugh. They lay out the Judgment Day. Now it's time for our next encounter. Another tag team match that'll be happening this weekend. And it'll be singles competitors from their respective tag teams going at it. As Liv Morgan, one half of the former women's tag team champions, makes her way to the ring, accompanied by her tag team partner Rhea Ripley, as they would look to hold the momentum going into Extreme Rules. As Liv Morgan finally able to capture gold for the first time this year. You love to see it. And she's not going to have an easy task here tonight. She has to go one-on-one against the baddest woman on the planet. One half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Shayna Baszler, will be out here shortly with her, but Ronda Rousey makes the quick walk to the ring, showing she means business, not wasting any time. As this is Ronda Rousey's first match back since being suspended at Clash of the Castle. Rousey was out for 3 weeks with a suspension after striking a referee at Cardiff. And she is looking to get right back into the action with her new Women's Tag Team title belt. And she's got to go one-on-one here tonight. Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. We'll get the last bit of momentum going into Extreme Rules. We're about to find out as this one is official. And quickly they lock up in the center of the ring. And it's Ronda Rousey who's going to take her down first with the armbar. On Clash of the Castle, Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler able to capture gold. This new mean attitude by Ronda Rousey has led to success, whether you love it or you hate it. As the WWE Universe, you can hear, definitely hates it. Ronda Rousey not very well liked around here, as well as Shayna Baszler. They're able to knock off Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley at Clash of the Castle, and we will have a rematch at Extreme Rules. These two teams will go at it again. And up until this point, it's really been Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley who have had all the momentum, as Ronda Rousey goes for a cover here quickly, though, on Liv, gets 1 count. But Rousey's been suspended for 3 weeks following that PLE, thanks to the striking an official repeated times in that matchup. The win counts, but she was gone from Raw for 3 weeks, and in the meantime, her tag team partner Shayna Baszler was taking on Morgan and Ripley in singles matches, and actually lost to both Liv and Rhea, as well as a handicap match to the both of them. So it was not good for Shayna Baszler while Ronda was gone. It was all the momentum in the way of the challengers. And since Ronda came back last week, she was in the corner of Shayna, who was able to pick up another victory and kind of get a little bit of momentum back. And now Ronda's looking to do the same here tonight against Liv Morgan. So this is very much a test of momentum. It doesn't seem like a lot, as on the outside, Ronda Rousey with just a guillotine choke on Liv. You can't win on the outside of the ring, but you can sure make her pass out and win by countout. And it seems like that's what Ronda's actually trying to do. You can just see wrenching away a ref up to a count of 5. But Liv Morgan with the power is able to come out from underneath. That could have got scary there for Liv if she didn't break that guillotine. Like I was saying, this is all very much a momentum match. Whoever wins has all the momentum going into Extreme Rules in a high-profile tag team rematch. As Ronda Rousey now going to go for the cover. Speaking of which, trying to put away Liv now. Gets 2 before Morgan's able to shoot that right shoulder up. Ronda Rousey, former SmackDown Women's Champion, Royal Rumble winner of this year. She had a very successful year, which is why I don't understand why she's had to adopt this persona that she did. Ever since being drafted to Monday Night Raw, Ronda Rousey has just turned her back on everything. It's just become just a big bully. I mean, she's the baddest woman on the planet. You don't got to take cheap shots from behind. That's exactly what Ronda's done. Has led to a lot of pent-up bad blood between these two teams, as Liv Morgan now starting to fire back. Couple of clotheslines, catches the boot of Ronda, takes out the legs from underneath. And now Liv Morgan starting to get fired up. Trying to get back in this contest, trying to pin the former SmackDown Women's Champion. Sends Rousey into the corner. Now going to prop her up on that top turnbuckle. Rousey though able to fight it off, but Morgan counters. Nice kick to the midsection and a double knees right into the skull. Beautiful move there by Morgan. Ronda could be out. And Morgan's going to try to take advantage. This would be a big win here tonight, but no, only gets a 2 count. As Morgan, I thought for sure that was a nice move there in the corner. Double knees to the face. I do think Ronda Rousey's hurt. Morgan's got to step on the gas and stay on it. That's what she's looking to do, trying to drive Rousey against the far ropes. She's able to do so. Maybe Morgan thinking Oblivion here. This is not where you want to be. Instead, going to try to soften up the legs of the former MMA fighter. A couple of strikes to that lower leg, and Rousey actually crashes down to the mat. And Morgan looking to take advantage, but actually misses a little sloppy grappling there. She's able to send Ronda to the corner. Let's Liv mine here. How about this? And she's going to take her down with a head scissors takedown. And Liv Morgan starting to look good late in this matchup. Gets Rousey back to her feet. And has a hold of her, props her up against the ropes. And again, just more kicks to that leg. But this time, Rousey's able to fight out, and she's going to connect with a nice body shot. You don't want to trade strikes with Ronda Rousey. And again, just going to wrench away on that left arm of Liv Morgan. Definitely softening her up. Ronda Rousey doesn't really hide her strategy. She wants to put you in that arm bar. And this is also a precursor of Piper's Pit to Liv, who could be in a lot of trouble here. As Ronda Rousey now has the hand trapped into just a kick to the back of the elbow joint. That could definitely dislocate an elbow if Liv's not careful. And again, just tying her up, just potentially just softening her up. Like a blood that smells, like a shark, that smells blood in the water. Ronda Rousey is targeting those arms of Liv, not hiding it. You know what she wants to do. And instead, she's actually going to send Liv to the outside first. Gonna make it painful. That's what Ronda Rousey is all about now. As again, just tossing her by that arm on the outside. Just a little bit extra hurt there on the outside. But Liv, though, counters. Nice kick to the head. And a kick to the body. And now Liv's starting to get herself fired up here in front of the WWE Universe, trying to rally behind the New Jersey native. And Liv now wrenching away on that left leg. Just there's so much bad blood between these two. Those women's tag team titles meant everything to Liv Morgan and Rhea. They were the staple of the women's tag team division in a time that it was desperately needed. And they would love to win those titles back. As now ref up to a count of 8. Ronda Rousey actually gets inside the ring as she sent Liv hard into the barricade. Liv's got to actually make it back inside the ring here. Count of 9. She's barely able to make it, but Rousey is there to cut her off and beautifully takes apart the ring and swings her down into this armbar. Morgan trying to fight it, but the armbar is locked in center of the ring. You can see she's trying not to tap, but Morgan has no choice but to tap out. If you don't tap out to the armbar, you risk further damage, and you cannot have that happen in front of a tag team title opportunity this Saturday. So while Morgan did tap out, I do see why. See if she can win the war this Saturday. But nonetheless, it is a win for Ronda Rousey here tonight. Morgan brought it here, but it was not enough for the baddest woman on the planet. And now the champions have the momentum going into Extreme Rules, who will walk out of the pay-per-view with the women's tag team titles. Now it's time for our massive main event. When I say massive, I quite literally mean massive. These are two huge individuals who have been on a collision course, and now it's finally time to settle it in the ring. As here comes making his way to the ring first, the almighty Bobby Lashley, the former 3-time WWE champion, who has another date with Edge at Extreme Rules for that WWE Championship. Well, Edge has been on the shelf. We do know he will be ready to go at the PLE. Well, in the meantime, Bobby Lashley has had another superstar that's been on his mind. That is the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman. Just sneak attack after sneak attack. We still don't know why, but it has led to our main event here tonight. Bobby Lashley has made his way to the ring, and now there's no more sneak attacks because it is time to go head to head. A clash of titans, you will, as there he is, the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman, who exploded back on the scene at the WWE at Clash at the Castle after the WWE Championship Fatal 4-Way, where he attacked Sheamus and Bobby Lashley. Now it's just been sneak attacks. Strowman has attacked a lot of superstars in the back. It's led to an unsafe environment backstage, one that Triple H actually had to address last week, as both these superstars here tonight in our main event were suspended from the building a week ago just to maintain a little bit of safety. But there's going to be no safety in this one. It's finally time to put these two bulls together. Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. Our main event here on Monday Night Raw is official. As Lashley just tries to get a hold of Strowman early, but just gets shrugged off. You can already see the size difference. Lashley is no small individual, but Braun Strowman is just a different monster. Going to go for a pinfall here quickly on Lashley, but only able to get a 1 count. Still don't know why Strowman has attacked the superstars he had, but he's attacked Lashley, he's attacked Edge, he's attacked MVP, he's attacked Sheamus, and now just sends a belly-to-belly, sends Lashley all the way down to the outside. This is definitely a different Strowman than we've seen in the past. But why? Why has Strowman attacked these superstars? We've always seen Strowman as just kind of a big monster, but at the same time, just like kind of a fun monster. There's a STO. This is a side of Strowman that we have not seen. Something has gotten a hold of Strowman. I just don't know what. And Bobby Lashley now getting taken down by Braun. You have to wonder. Yes, I understand Lashley wants to get a little bit of revenge on Braun Strowman. He's not made life easy for him. But is this such a wise decision? Just 5 days away from your rematch for the WWE Championship that you weren't even pinned to lose. You go one-on-one against a monster like Braun Strowman. Yes, Edge is not healthy either. Edge has been on the sideline since being attacked backstage by Braun, but he will be ready to go for Extreme Rules, we are hearing. But Bobby Lashley, he could not be 100%. A match against Braun Strowman is going to take a lot out of you, especially if you keep taking offense like this from the monster. So you have to think, is this a wise strategy from Bobby Lashley, who's not going to back down from a fight by no means. But sometimes it's brains over brawn. No pun intended, as Braun sends Bobby Lashley into the corner and meets him with a huge splash. And down goes Lashley. Strowman gets him back up to his feet. Now going to military press him over his head. And now Lashley is not a small individual. How about that for a feat of power by Strowman, who's been very much in control of this contest. But an insecurity there by Bobby Lashley. That opens it up a little bit. Strowman wisely just going to roll outside the ring to create a little bit of separation. Lashley also wisely doesn't allow that to happen. He's going to send Strowman across the ringside area. As these two monsters just continue to battle on the outside. If I'm the universe, if I'm the announce table, I'm watching out. These two could go anywhere. It is not no count out. There is still a count in play, but I don't think these two seem to care. As there's face first goes Strowman on the outside, and this one has been nothing short of hard hitting. Now Lashley's starting to fight out with a combination of strikes. There's a big boot that rocks him, but Strowman just almost not even phased, actually, just fires back with a clubbing right hand across the back, and now just looking up to the sky. This is not a Strowman we've seen since he arrived on the WWE. I mean, we saw him in a little bit of a similar state when he first joined the company. But what has gotten into Strowman is now ref up to a count of 8. Both superstars run back to the ring, not wanting to be counted out in this contest. And now Strowman sends Lashley up into the air for a ride. And that's what I'm talking about. Is that the offense you can afford to take just 5 days away from Extreme Rules as he gets chokeslammed by the back of his head, face first into the mat, and now walking his body across the Almighty. But Lashley, there's plenty of emotion in this contest. Just the backstage assaults. Just MVP even being taken out. We haven't seen MVP accompany Lashley to the ring in months. But Strowman targeted him. I don't know why he went after MVP. MVP has nothing involved with Strowman's business. That has just led to even more frustration for Bobby Lashley. He's trying to take it out here on the monster tonight. There's a nice headlock takedown. Down goes Strowman. Now Lashley starting to try to get back in this contest. Has the monster down on a knee. And a neck breaker for good measure. That'll take him back down to the mat. Lashley, a powerful individual in his own right. A former 3-time WWE champion. Had a great reign earlier this year. He's looking to regain that title back this Saturday. And now has Strowman up on his shoulders, looking to hit him with the Dominator, and he does. The Dominator on Strowman. Is that enough to put away the monster of all monsters? No, it's not. Shoulder gets up at a count of 2. And now Lashley on the ringside apron, doing a little bit of pose, but Strowman is down. This is a valuable opportunity here for Lashley. He sends Strowman up against the ropes. A nice back elbow just staggers the big man. But Strowman quickly counters and locks Lashley in this submission. You got to be careful here. Trying to choke the life, squeezing the life out of Bobby Lashley. But Lashley's not going to go out that way. A couple of shots to the body. Creates a little bit of separation, and there's a big-time clothesline. Takes down Strowman off his feet. What a clothesline there by the Almighty. Strowman just goes to the apron, trying to get himself back to his feet, but he gets met with another strong right hand. There's a left, and now Lashley trying to do a little bit of damage. That's a big man to go up for a back suplex on the apron. The hardest part of the ring across the spine of Strowman. He's definitely now going to be feeling it. Lashley gets him back inside the ring. Trying to get back in this contest. Trying to feed off the WWE Universe. He's firmly in the corner of Lashley. And another just huge lariat. I don't even know if that's a clothesline. It just looks like just a right clubbing forearm. Now showing a little bit of that MMA background is Lashley. Going away on Strowman. Now he's actually getting back into this contest. He's trying to squeeze the lungs, trying to squeeze the rib cage of Strowman. If a monster can't breathe, the monster can't move. And now Lashley set him up now. Could be thinking spear, perhaps. Strowman turns around. Lashley is lined up and waiting. Oh my goodness. A knee stops him dead in his tracks. Lashley could be knocked out, but is able to kick out at one. But Strowman just got that knee up, and, well, Lashley crashed and burned. And now thinking running power slam is Strowman, a running power slam. That should do it. Gets one, gets two. But Strowman, though, could put him away, but Strowman's actually going to go to the outside. Hit him with that running power slam. But instead of going for the pinfall now, Strowman is, for some reason, decided to go to the outside. Thought about getting back inside the ring. And now just stalking Lashley at ringside. It's almost like a switch is just flipped inside Strowman. This is not no DQ. He has a chair now. And Lashley, you got to be careful because there's a monster with a chair in the ring as he gets struck. The disqualification has been called. But Strowman continues the onslaught. Lashley with a chair shot to the skull. And now Strowman trying to make Lashley pay. Could be in a lot of trouble. Wait a second, from behind. Sheamus with the save takes the chair away from Strowman and runs off the monster before some more damage can be done. Thankfully, Sheamus made the save. I don't think Lashley will really care too much for it, but he avoids danger here tonight. As that'll do it for our show tonight. Extreme Rules will be the next time you see the Raw Superstars, including a triple threat tornado tag Extreme Rules match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Also, last women's standing, Bianca Belair will put the Raw Women's Championship on the line. It says Lacey Evans can't knock her out with that women's right. Want to find out at Extreme Rules. And the Women's Tag Team Championships are on the line. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler will defend against Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. And then, of course, the last match, Edge will go one-on-one against Bobby Lashley in an Extreme Rules match. Lashley just went toe-to-toe with a monster. Not sure if he'll be 100%. Edge will be trying to make a return either. Both men staggered. Well, one of them will have to walk out with the WWE Championship. All that will be going down at our first PLE of the series. You don't want to miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.